I've got this leather that I dug up from long ago, and that will help to protect the top on here, although I don't think the plywood would bother it that much. This is a batten board. It's clamped to the bench, and it will let me work with the bracing on here. Well, that's all I can do on this today. There's no more room for clamps. As you can see, no fancy mechanisms for this. Basically just clamping them and one at a time. These are the major braces, and I have a lot of minor ones coming off from here afterwards. And then we'll carve the braces down and try to get some tone out of the top. Right now I'm going to clean up the squeeze out, and I think that'll be it for today. There are as many bracing systems as there are guitar companies: Gibson, Martin, Guild, and many others. This one is a modified Martin bracing that I first saw by a guy named Irving Sloan, who is a very good guitar maker. I've used it in the past, and I like it. All the braces are glued on. Of course, there's a lot of cutting down and trimming to do afterwards. A lot of work on the back of this soundboard. I guess the old adage, you can never have enough clamps, really comes to light here for sure. If I wanted to, I could have done it maybe in 2 or 3 sessions, but I managed to be able to fit all the clamps in, and I have enough of them. The end of this board hanging off the bench must be really heavy by now. But I need to let this dry, and we'll move on to other things. I got to do a lot of chisel work on those braces. I need to touch up my chisels. It's been a long time. I have a Workshop 3000 that I've had for a while, and put a lot of use to it. It really is an easy way to get your chisels pretty darn sharp without having to work too hard at it. Basically, there are glass discs. Let me show you one. That's a glass disc, and there are 2 grits of sanding disc on here, or sharpening disc rather. And you can start off with the coarse one, work your way down, and finally to the finest of the 4. And these chisels are very, pretty sharp. I just want to touch them up, so I'm going to use the finest one. And how you do this is you flatten the back a little bit, and this chisel is already pretty flat, and then you put it in this guide, and the disc underneath touches up the bevel, and does a pretty amazing job. Just slide it in. Move it in and out so the metal doesn't heat up too much. That is going to do it. This bracing is been shaped and sanded, but it hasn't been completely shaped yet. And we do that by listening to the tone of the wood. Now, I need a lot more shaping to do on here, but let me bring up the microphone closer here, and you can hear a relatively dull sound here. Whereas over on the edge, you're beginning to hear a little more tone on this side than you do over here. I don't know if the microphone's picking that up or not. You get sort of an overtone, but it's not very strong yet. So, I have a couple things left to do. I need to glue a small cleat right on here, and then the bridge brace, which is a piece of wood right in here. And after I do that, then I will start whittling down this wood more and more until the tone starts to come out.